Get a bunch of these and see who can build the fastest hay fort.
That's a brilliant idea. I like that. I'm gonna do something with that. Just whilst we're on the subject, Ayrton Senna in some ways reminds me, or rather Max Verstappen reminds me of Ayrton Senna in some ways.
Okay, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Haven't they done a film?
Brutal aggression?
Haven't they done a film on
yes. Yeah, they have, yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen it advertised. I watched the documentary on Senna, and that was fabulous, and I know exactly where I was when he died.
Yeah, I know where I was as well, yeah. I was at home, and my dad told me, and I was absolutely gutted because he was my favourite driver at the time.
I was equally gutted, but more so because, maybe this is the wrong way to look at it, I don't know, but more so because Ayrton Senna and Nigel Mansell were so exciting to watch.
Oh, definitely.
The battles they had, still today, are just wonderful to see. Back before, I mean, they've ruined F1 racing, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think this year it's been the most competitive I've ever seen it. We had quite
for a long time. Win
different races and stuff. Whereas the year before, I think it was, Verstappen pretty much won pretty much every bloody race, and it was boring as hell.
But tell me if you think this is true or not. I don't think Verstappen is 100% into it this year, or was 100% into it. It just felt like sometimes he was on it, sometimes he was a bit half-assed, and at the end of the day, he didn't really care that much. I just don't think he really gives a shit anymore.
He keeps threatening to quit. He keeps...
Yeah.
Look, mate, there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out, is my opinion. I couldn't care less if you left the sport, mate. You've won it 4 times now. See ya. Ta-da. We know you're good.
He's not very gracious, is he? He's not very gracious.
My opinion, mate, is yes, you're good. Would you be willing to show us how awesome you are by going into a car that's the worst on the grid, and then showing us how good of a driver you are?
Exactly. Because there are many ex-champions who have gone to other cars, and that's the end of them.
I think Mansell coming back to the industry was a massive mistake, and
no, it wasn't a mistake. He was totally screwed over on that move.
Schumacher coming back to the industry was a total mistake as well.
See, I don't even remember Schumacher coming back. I think I lost in Michael Schumacher era was when it started going downhill for me. I remember when Michael Schumacher was racing for Benetton. That was an excellent year. And I think that's what they've done with F1. They've stifled it. It's like, no. We must all be the same. There's these ridiculous rules that everyone must adhere to, unless, of course, you can figure out a way of not doing it exactly what we say and finding some sort of loophole.
Who was the first car he drove for?
Who? Schumacher.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Was it Lotus?
It was Jordan.
Jordan. Okay. Yeah, I stand corrected.
Then he went to Benetton for 4 years.
Yeah, they were brilliant because Benetton, with their inverted front wing, it was just something different and something new, and Michael Schumacher was just competing in a car that shouldn't be competing. Yeah. And it was brilliant to see.
It was like Ross Brawn going,
exactly.
Go make this car. Here you
exactly
go,
right.
Would you like to drive this world champion later? That that bloke could build cars. He was unbelievable. One of the big main reasons.
Again, though, the only reason Brawn had that advantage was because they found a loophole in the rules.
And then he went to Ferrari for 10 years.
And smashed it. Totally smashed it. Right out. Let's see if I can get your stream up now without crashing or driving over my own crops.
And then he made the comeback and he went to Mercedes. There you go. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, is it Ayrton Senna on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
So this is the track.
I think Silverstone should do something like that for Mansell.
Obviously, the simulator I use most is iRacing, and you can't compare iRacing version.
And I know that Lewis has won more championships.
I want his rig. These are the cars you get with the DLC. So you get Ross's car.
Can you turn the audio down for me, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, very much.
That's the free car.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, Dave, that sounds nice, mate. That's nice BMW, that. See Senna on the left-hand side here, maybe. No, not quite. No, the car's in the way. Just about see him there.
Another mod I need to get. The farm sim.
What's that?
The realistic mower mod. So when you go over one of those annoying hedges, it gets rid of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, the only way to get rid of them is to plough it up, isn't it?
At the moment it is, yeah. I've got hundreds of these little bales all over the place now. It's starting to get in the bloody way.
Do you need him picking up?
You won't be able to pick them up with your trailer.
The dinky.
Teeny tiny little square bales. Or rectangular, I should say. They're perfect for picking up by hand.
Oh, these little piddly things. Where are you putting them?
In the sheep barn.
Inside the sheep barn.
Yeah, probably just take them in, yeah.
Yeah. What's,
I mean, if you're bored,
how much food have you got, like, for them at the moment?
oh, quite a bit. I made some last year and I still got loads left, so, well, still got like 36 mini bales left, something like that. I don't actually eat that much. Surprised. Yeah, if you're bored and you want to help out, I'm going to drive around with the trailer in a minute. If you want to walk along and pick them up and chuck them on the back. Or you can drive and I'll walk along and pick them up and put them on the back, I don't mind.
Interesting. If you just take them inside the building, they disappear.
Yeah, because they instantly go into the inventory. But if you put more in there than it can take, then they start stacking up.
Yeah, I'll load your trailer up for you.
Thank you very much.
I'll be a bitch.
Be my bitch. I'll be your bitch.
Get a bunch of these and see who can build the fastest hay fort.
That's a brilliant idea. I like that. I'm gonna do something with that. Hey, you know what we could do? We could put a prize way up high, and then you have to use these to build steps to get up there to get it.
Interesting. It'd be interesting to see how you would suspend the prize.
I was just thinking on a pallet at the top of a telehandler. I wonder if Stu will get his PC before Christmas.
I would think for maybe if we're lucky, you might go for it on next weekend. This weekend coming.
That'd be good.
Let me message Keith and see if he's got it back yet.
They had to take it away, did they? Or you had to leave it there?
Keith took it round the corner to the shop. Alright, he's sorted it without my help, thank God. Stu's coming to pick it up on Sunday.
Oh, wicked. Got some nice stacks there, me old China. I'm liking that very much. Piles, I should say piles. I like your piles, Spike.
Section.
Nearly done. Let's try and not mow Spike to bits. So you know the tractor we've got at the boatyard?
There's a tractor at the boatyard.
Yeah, we have a tractor at the boatyard for moving the boats around. It's an old Massey Ferguson.
Are we going somewhere with a story?
Yes. It's an old Massey Ferguson. Really old. So it doesn't it doesn't have any working electrics, so no headlights, nothing like that. The dashboard doesn't come up with anything. It's got no handbrake, and you have to hotwire it to start it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So there's a Massey Ferguson for sale right now. Oh wow, that's nice actually. 47,500. 170 horsepower, but it's got no front loader.
I want that 175,000 class, mate. 325 to 445 horsepower.
50 grand. Oh, that's such... I would have that if I had the cash right now. Anyway, so yeah, I was talking to one of the guys who was working there, and he had a mate who had a tractor that also had to be hot wired, and he was bailing and it cut out, and he got out of the tractor and hot wired it, and it was still in gear, and it drove over the top of him, ripped him to shreds, and then put him in with the bales. And they found the tractor at the end of the field. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Fucking hell.
So they found the tractor at the end of the field. Engine had cut out because it had hit a tree. And obviously they didn't know where this bloke was. But when they went back and looked at some of the hay bales, they finally found him ripped to shreds and bailed in with it. So yeah, we're trying to get this tractor to have the ignition fixed so that we can not have to hotwire it, just in case. Because, I mean, that's pretty bad. And we're towing around boats that are like 5.5 tons. You know what I mean? We don't really want that kind of accident going on. So whilst all the settings and the mods that we add are intended to make the game more realistic, the actual gameplay ethos is going to be quite relaxed and quite free. And we're all going to mess around and help each other out and all sorts of good stuff. So if you'd like to become a part of this server, then all you have to do is come and join our Discord and request a farm, and if there's a space, you may well be allowed to join us.